Hi everybody, what's up? In this section we are going to talk about the parameters under the heading color. Let's start with source. With source we can change what is drawn. First of all, we have plain color. This is used most of the time, and when we select this, the plain color is drawn. Next we have gradient. I'm going to explain gradient a little bit later in this video. If I pick uniform random, each dab gets a random color. And with total random, each pixel gets a random color. If I pick pattern, we paint a pattern onto the canvas. With locked pattern, the pattern is drawn but not seamlessly. The pattern gets shifted depending on the location of the dab. Next, we have some parameters sensitive to input. They are mostly pretty straightforward. First of all, let's demonstrate darken. In this case, I've linked darken to the pressure. If I push down lightly, the stroke becomes lighter. If I push down strongly, the stroke becomes darker. We also have mix. With mix, we can mix two colors. In this case, I have a plain color selected as the source. If I push down softly, it colors the background color in. If I push down strongly, it colors the foreground color. Remember, I can set the background color and the foreground color here. I can also link the input to gradient. Then if I push down lightly, it colors in this color, and if I push down strongly, it colors in the other end of the gradient. Next we have hue. Here the hue is linked to the pressure again. If we push down strongly, the hue is shifted to the right, and if we push down lightly, the hue is shifted to the left. With saturation, I can link the saturation to a sensor input. Value is basically another word for lightness, so this parameter is very similar to the darkness setting. Okay, what's next? Next we have Airbrush. With Airbrush, more and more dabs keep getting added to the stroke, even when you're holding a stylus still. You can adjust the rate at which the dabs are added. If I set the source to random, I can demonstrate this very clearly. As you can see, even though I hold the stylus still, more and more dabs are gradually being added. If I increase the rate, then the dabs are added at a faster rate. Next we have rate. This is the same parameter as we just used to set our airbrush parameter. Here we can link the rate parameter to one of the inputs like pressure. Moving on, we have painting mode. In painting mode, we have the choice between wash and build up. For wash mode, if I draw a long stroke and I overlap part of the stroke, it does not count as two strokes on top of each other. But if I use build up and I overlap part of the stroke without picking up the stylus, then it counts as doubling up the stroke. This is not just true for the overlapping part of the stroke, but for each and every dab. So effectively, the wash stroke is significantly more transparent than the build up stroke. So that was all for now. See you in the next video. Bye bye.